One last try here. Oh, what a morning it is. It's like 3:30, quarter to 4 in the morning here. I thought I would do a live before I get on the road because it doesn't work so good on the road. Obviously, it's not working so good here. But I'm trying. Let me see if someone gets on here and I can see if I'm actually working. I'm awaiting. I messed everyone up this morning. I'm so sorry. It happens. When you're traveling, this kind of stuff happens. I can see some hearts coming up. Okay, I see one. There we go. You can hear me. Now listen, if I freeze or it doesn't work so good, let me know. Okay? How y'all doing this morning? It is very early in the morning for me. I took a very long sleepy after the webinar. I just woke up a couple hours ago. I do have a 12. There we go. We're working good now, it looks like. I do have a 12-hour drive to get back to Michigan. I have to go back because I promised my daughter I would watch her dog. And that's okay. I'm pretty tired, but like I said, I've got a very long drive ahead of me. I just want to talk a little bit about the corporate webinar we had yesterday and how excited I am to know, what's coming our way. Julie Wen did a really good live this morning, or earlier today, I should say, talking about what had happened behind the scenes. And she's not lying. That's exactly what happened. We were waiting to see what kind of rotator. Julie was checking all these rotators out. They were costly. They were confusing. And lo and behold, this guy comes up at like 4:30 in the morning and says, we got our own rotator now. And I was kind of really blown away by that. He brought a couple of us on a private video to show us. And I didn't even know what I was looking at first. And I said, did you just create this? And that's exactly what they did. In less than 4 hours, his team, his amazing team, which nobody knows who they are, and that's okay with me because I know they're working. They're smart, man. They're fast. Ivana, thank you for the super sticker. Let me say this. Ivana and Brian Croach have made some phenomenal videos for me. I don't ask them. They just do it. And I am very, very appreciative for that. I love them. They're fun videos. And that's what this company is all about, fun. After Ash was speaking, especially about the Rotator new product, and he said basically we're going to give it all. Hi, Joe. What's happening in Papua New Guinea? Well, we're going to give it away for free. And I thought, well, how cool is that? All these companies charge all this money to do this stuff. And his worked instantly. Literally, instantly. It was like, wow. All the work Julie went through and the stress of trying to figure this out, and he had it already in the bag. I'm looking cute, eh? Gee, I don't know if I look so cute at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm very, very excited. It gave me a new way to think about, we've said make money while you're sleeping, earn income while you're sleeping. And that made me think as I was sleeping when he did all this stuff. But knowing that he came on and talked about a lot of things, I just messaged him because they were all worried about me. Chris, you're not answering your phone. Because I fell asleep, I knew I had a long drive ahead of me. So, but kind of like saying that, we don't have a long drive ahead of us anymore. I think you're going to see things popping real quick. I don't have an answer for when it's going to happen. But all I know after yesterday is I was pretty fired up and excited about what his team had done. A big thanks from my heart to Mr. Mufareh and his team. We love you for what you did. I thought it was a very professional webinar. Something happened where Ash froze in like the first 5 or 6 minutes. And that just tells you that's not going to happen with us. Now, I can't say that for sure because the internet's goofy like me. It just took me like 5 tries to get on here. But this is what we're talking about. Something brand new, something unique. And I tell people, that should got you really fired up. It should have really totally got you fired up. Hey, Collins, how you doing? No, I slept. I'm ready to drive here in a couple hours. So, but I have a lot of time to think when I'm driving around. And my mind goes crazy, and I got to pay attention to the road. I am extremely excited. I'm extremely fired up. A lot of people say I can't sleep, but I can sleep. And let me tell you why I can sleep. Because I already know what's coming our way. All right? The feeling that I have in my system and my heart and in my body is an amazing feeling. And I'm hoping you're all feeling that way. He talked about he takes full responsibility in some of the decisions he's made. Hey, Red, what's up and what's happening? He takes full responsibility of things that's happened. He had to make some very hard decisions about letting certain people go, and that takes a lot to admit that. And I'll be honest. I'm sure it wasn't easy for him. There was people that came at him with different ways. People are still coming at him, and it's okay because that's part of life. When you're building something this big, people are going to have their doubts. And he even said, "I want to apologize. I know you're frustrated, maybe even confused, but I think I myself have never been confused. Sometimes I get confused, but it's not about this. It's about what's happening. He's breaking it down step by step. Uh, I can see. Hi, Vavina. There you are. I'm glad you can all see this now. Step by step, he's doing this. He's mentioned the word strategically. You heard some of the speakers on the webinar talk about strategic. We're trying to make this exciting for everyone without giving too much details. He did touch on the SEC, how it's closed. And I'm going to tell you this. I've watched other people try to explain what was going on with the SEC, and they're wrong. They're totally wrong. How they're reading it to you is totally wrong. Listen to what Mufareh says about it. He said the two F's. Go back and watch that. A lot of people, I think in the first hour or so, we had 150,000 people watching, and we had 8 YouTube channels going on at that time. And that's a lot of people. He talked about the millions of people that filled out the survey, which gave him, there's people still here. There's people still here. And the survey, we just didn't understand. A lot of people didn't understand. It was an amazing thing to do. I still say it was 3 easy questions, and it was trying to give him an idea, and he got all the data on it of what was out there, maybe his customer base. I'm not sure, but it worked. It worked. He said literally 90% to 100% filled this out. People had come back and filled it out again because you could on that survey. Most surveys you hit okay, send, and it's gone. You had the opportunity to go back and change your answer if you wanted to. I've never seen that. I love you too, Mohammed. Sunil Beauty Bangladesh is in the house, and I'm doing this because if I'm on the road, I can't really see if my YouTube's working or if you can hear me. I just tried like 4 times. So I do apologize. But everything he said in this public webinar was very, very exciting for me. It was promising. I'm sure Red is going to do a live. Julie did a live. Susie's probably going to do a live. Narelli, Sherry, there's away. All the people that do lives, Collins, the OTech Pros, Vincent, Oliver, and Bob, Marcy Ann, all the people that you were seeing on that screen. And there's a lot more people out there. We know, Mufareh knows the millions of people that are still following him, that believe in him. Now, I did see something about you should come over here. I don't really talk about this too much, but I want to touch on it. Okay. I was thrown under the bus. Nobody was thrown under the bus. I'm going to tell you that right now. People in their own actions put them where they're at today. And I'm going to tell you something. They're trying to draw you away from this company again. And I have not talked about this. And I will touch on it because I believe I should have to. There is nothing else out there. If you're going to get suckered in just because someone's upset and you want to go join what they're doing. But I'm going to tell you, every decision Ash has had to make has been a tough one. All right? I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just telling you the truth. Stay away from other things. All right? Just stay away from them. They're not real. They're fake. They're promising you something. Mufareh has never really done that. He said, listen, just trust in me. Let me do what I have to do. Okay? But other people are trying to pull you out of this company. Save your money, folks. I'm here to tell you. Save your money. There are some groups that I've been kicked out of because of all what happened, and that's okay. If you're going to talk negative about this company, I don't want to be in those groups anyway. If you're going to try to talk about pulling them away for another great opportunity, I've heard this person say the same exact things to Ash Mufareh as now they're saying to a different person. I just think that's horrible. I believe in Ash Mufareh. I believed in the concept of Ash Mufareh. I believe in the teams that are building this up for us all. And it's going to happen. When? I don't know. It isn't going to be years. I think it's my personal self. It might be weeks or months. But I don't know that for sure. But I know this. Don't let anyone pull you away from this company because maybe you were not happy with the decision that he had to make. And it was a very, very important decision. It was even very hurtful toward him and to a lot of us. But please, whatever you do, stay right here. That's the honest to God truth. Someone's going to try to pull you away. Don't listen to them. Ignore them. Don't watch them. I do say like and subscribe to my channel. I got a bunch of subscribers yesterday, with like all of us did, because it's free. And we're trying to update you. I want to thank you personally for that. My YouTube is just a tool that I can get out and talk to people all over the world. It's not a business for me. All the money that I do get, super stickers or the little bit of earnings you get off YouTube, I do donate 99.9% to Seeds Academy. So don't ever forget that. But it was very, very exciting to watch that. He had said, there's people on here that you normally see aren't on here. He touched on everything. But know this, the SEC, and I don't really want to talk about that, is not what other people are saying. Stay away from that. Only listen to what Ash is saying. I think if it was that bad, Ash Mufareh wouldn't have done a webinar. But he's letting you know the 2 F's. Finalized. Completed. It's public knowledge. We all know this. So we don't really want to talk about it. You go read it yourself. But Ash Mufareh, I'm going to say this, Ash Mufareh is on fire. He's very, very excited. He knows exactly what he's doing, not only for the company, but for all of us. I think we're going to see a little bit more what's going on in the next few weeks. What's O News 10? I'm sure will be popping out, and there's going to be a lot of a mosquito. O Newses are going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming to keep you updated. I mean, he was fired up. He was excited, and I loved it. All the people that were on there spoke perfectly, and just show their excitement. And then what does he say? And Julie refreshed on it. Please get out and talk on your social media. Whether it's a live, your Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, talk about this company. Tell us what you think about that. Yeah, I'm sure I really haven't anyone say anything negative to me, but I'm sure they will, but that's okay. All right. This is something that was built from complete scratch again, because the first time we had people that weren't doing the right thing. Ash knew it. He took control of it. He just took it to a whole nother level. You're going to see that level, and you're all part of that level. But again, we are going to be patiently waiting for his next move. Me, I don't need patience anymore. I already know. After that, I already knew a long time ago, but after that webinar and what his team can actually do, you guys, he hasn't touched on all the other things that they have done. Okay, remember that. He touched on 2 things. The survey, which was amazing. Thank you from him. And this rotator thing. Now, I don't know if you know, in the past, it is a lot of work trying to get one of these webinars going and get it right. And I give Julie Wren a lot of credit because she was at it nonstop. I was talking to her late the night before. I said, we just have to wait and see what he's going to do. And boom, he comes out with a survey. I think it was me, Red, Susie, and Julie. He was showing us. And at the time, I'm like, what is he showing us? And I'm thinking, is this new? Holy cow. And then he said he did it real quick. And he hit a wrong button on one, but all of a sudden he goes, wait, boom. And he just learned it himself. And he did it less than 30 seconds, and it was out there. And I know in the past it's taken a lot more work. It's cost money to do these kind of rotations, to get them on YouTube, to connect all the platforms. So way to go, Ash Mufareh and your teams. I love you for it. I think a lot of people on here are very excited. And if you're not excited, you didn't really listen to what he was saying. I heard everything he was saying, even though my internet was in and out. I watched it again and again, and I want you to keep doing that. But everything that he's doing right now is for all of us, and it's for the world to help and save a lot of things. What does Kiana say? I wonder where he found these amazing tech peeps. They're so talented. He found them all over the world. All right. He found him by being redirected because other people were doing things wrong. Okay. And I love that. I absolutely loved that he did that. It's like a lot of people give up. Ash Mufareh never gave up. He knew, oh man, I got to do something different. He knew it. He did it. And he's doing it. But get out and talk about it. I don't care what language. Indian, Bangladesh, Bengali, Japanese, Chinese, all the languages, French, Germany. I know I seen Angie on say that she's going to put this all in German. We want to be able to communicate through everybody. Now, I will apologize this. I don't know how to turn on my CC. I'm still trying to figure that out for the deaf community. So they probably, of course, they can't hear me. I do apologize. I'm going to figure that out. But stay excited, guys. Stay excited. Wait for the next step. Get out and talk about it. And there's a lot of things you can talk about. I seen some of the things that he was talking about right off the rip, where we had to go through this. You don't really understand what he had to go through. That's the honest to God truth. You have no idea the sacrifices that he made with his family and his teams and lawyers, what he had to go through. Also, one thing you don't understand, lawyers are not cheap. He had the best of the best, and it wasn't cheap. Were you fronting that bill? I know I wasn't. He was doing all that because he knew that he had to keep this going. He couldn't stop. He had to find different ways, different directions, and by golly, that's what he did. So I'm just excited. All right, I've got to do this journey. Now, I am heading home to Michigan. Megan Mitchell, I apologize. I got to keep a promise to my daughter, and it's gonna be a long 12 hours for me, and that's why I'm up so early. But I really enjoy talking to the other side of the world: India, Bangladesh, Australia, New Zealand, any country that's up right now when I'm supposed to be sleeping. I want to tell you, just stay excited. What Ash Mufareh did yesterday, I'm gonna get your name right sooner or later, Ash. Uh, was amazing. And it was professionally done. I loved it. It was only an hour and a half, guys. No more 4-hour webinars. I really love that because my back and my butt, ouchie, sitting there for 4 hours. So like 1.5 hours, professional, to the point, information, transparency, and you have no idea. And I'll say it again. If these tech guys could do something like that in less than 4 hours, imagine what they've been doing for the last 5, 6, 7 months. Think about that. When people say, where are the products? They're there. We're going to see them. We're going to use them. We're going to be able to market them. And you should be excited about that. Look at your situation right now. A lot of you might be in a really bad situation financially, emotionally. I want you to forget about that. It's there. I understand it. Know that what he's doing is going to change all of that. This is why he did it. This is why he did this. You have to think about that. All right. Your situation hasn't changed, right? Because you're waiting for this new thing coming your way. And that's okay to wait a little bit. But know this, that it's there. It's real. It's happening. If you didn't pay attention yesterday, you darn well know it. No one's just going to start making products. Oh, I'm going to make this. He's making and designing things from scratch better than ever before. I'm loving that. I do have the opportunity to have chats with Ash Mufareh, which I absolutely love. A lot of it isn't about business. A lot of it's just about him hanging out with his family or talking to us. We love that. This guy is real. And someday, hopefully, you get to talk to him on the phone and you'll find a whole different way of thinking. I was talking to Dan Street about a week ago, and he said, Chris, Ash is like really different when you're talking to him on the phone. He goes, I can't explain it. Now, this is something I've been trying to explain to people for years. Seeing him on a webinar and talking to him personally on the phone is two different things. All right. Because you find out when you're on the phone with him, he's just a regular dude. You got that one? He's a regular dude. But he wants everyone to have a better life. All right. He's committed to it. He's been committed to this for a very, very long time. Bolty, how you doing? Natin, how you doing? Oh, the names I can't pronounce so good. But stay excited. Be positive. Please don't listen to other people talking negative or trying to pull you away from this company. If you are in a group that someone else is cross-promoting, here's my personal opinion. Not telling you what to do. I would leave the group. That's my honest opinion. I would leave it. If someone's trying to yank you away saying they got something better, there's no truth in that. There's no truth. There is nothing better. All right. You can see there's 1,000,001 things online that you could jump into right now. They're not going to produce what Ash Mufareh is producing. They're not going to produce what he's got coming to you. He didn't talk about a lot of things that maybe a lot of people want to know about, like commissions and all that fun stuff. That's all coming. But just be ready, all right? Don't sway. Just stay. There are people out there, they'll suck the life out of you, saying, oh, you got to come here. This guy, he's not doing nothing. And I see something that says, it's going to be a while. It's not going to be a while. I'm letting you know that. It's not going to be a while. So stay here, stay tuned, and don't leave. Because I think if you leave, you're going to be pretty upset here when this all goes down. And to all the negative YouTubers out there that are putting out the wrong message or not even truths, thank you for advertising us. Because what's going to happen, and I'll say it again, I've said it the other day, when we take off, what are those other YouTubers going to talk about then? They're going to always find a way to twist the truth. One thing Ash Mufareh has never done is twist the truth. He tells you straightforward what is happening. So don't forget that. Stay right here, folks. I got a secret for you. It's happening. It's coming. And when it comes, you're all going to be smiling. When it comes, the world is going to change. When it comes, the world and the internet is going to change. You're going to see brand new products, stuff that might be already out there, and you're going to pay a fortune for that other stuff. But here, Ash says, bigger, better, faster, smarter, and cheaper. One of the things I love. Who doesn't love the word cheaper? If you can go get a deal on something that's actually better, you're going to buy it. I'm a sucker for buying a lot of things online, but when I get them, I'm like, wow, this was worth the money. So in other words, how do I say this? If I was going to go buy my favorite water, essential water, and I'm not advertising, I'm just showing you. That's pretty expensive water, all right? But if someone had the exact same water and it was 50% cheaper, I'd be all over it. We want to save money. That's Ash Mufareh. I want to save money. I want to create wealth in people. Bada boom, bada bing. So stay excited. Get out and do a live or a post and just be incredibly excited about that. I know Ash Mufareh is. And again, I want to thank him and his teams for doing an amazing job with the survey and the rotation. And I don't know if you know how important that rotation is. Go check out a few sites that you got to pay to do these things. And it's not easy. You can ask Julie Wen on that one. So I love you all. I'm going to get on the road here in about 2 hours. I got to clean myself up, put things away, pack, and I'll be on the road. So I might pop on and do a quick live to let you know where I'm at. But I am heading back from Michigan. Let me talk about this real quick. I'm at 23 minutes. I got to meet Christina Dodds, Angie Lynn, Brian, which was Angie Lynn's husband, Chris, which is Christina Dodds' son, and some guy that came out of the blue, Rob. I love the guy. He actually invited me over for dinner last night, but I passed out. He said, Chris, if you have internet problems, you can come to my house. He lives 50 minutes. Thank you, Rob. I love you, man, for doing that. I know nothing about this guy, but in the couple hours we spent together, he's a pretty cool dude. He did come in at 2019, and he just heard about it. He wanted to check it out. He did retire about a year ago. He said, Chris, we're going to get this going. I go, soon. Soon. I'm glad you're on here, Joe. We need to get some Papua New Guineans on the next corporate webinar because Ash was asking about that. And we know the internet's not always good over there, but we'll get something going on that. But let's get a webinar going over there in Papua New Guinea and show the excitement. All you Papua New Guineans out there, let me see some lives. Let me see some posts. Tell us how excited you are. Again, that was another country that was pulled another direction from different people. And I don't want you to miss this. All right. You right now are probably doing something online. Oh boy, I got to get this. This is totally different. You're not going to have to worry about, oh, I got to buy this product. They need it. We got to ship it here. All this is digital, automated. Think about that. Think about that. Yo, dog, potty. I don't even know what that means. Hey, if you're on here and you're negative, I don't care. All right. I'm the most positive person next to Ash Mufareh to say this is the real thing. All right. Ash Mufareh has gone above and beyond for every single country in the world. But again, people come in and say something else and make him look bad. He's not bad. He's the most honest, ethical person I've ever met. And some of the decisions, like I said, he's made have been very hard for him to do. You have no idea how the decisions, and maybe you'll hear that in the future. I mean, there's a lot of stories to be told here that you guys really don't know about. I know about a lot of them, believe it or not. And it's not, you cry sometimes. You will cry when you hear what he had to go through. I can promise you that. Unshakable, Chris Johnson. You know your path and you're walking in it. Yep, I'm walking in it with all of you. I do want to wear your shoes. I do want to understand your troubles, just like Ash Mufareh. This is why he's built this. Just imagine. Okay, let's do this. Let's say 1 year from now, all right, that we launched. 1 year from now, many people, all people that got into this company are going to be blown away. I can promise you that. All right. Every one of you for over 20 years have been looking for another way to earn income online. I know all this, Mavina knows all this. A lot of good things out there, but nothing compared to what Ash Mufareh is going to offer. I want you to think about that. Nothing is ever going to compare to what Ash Mufareh has. You heard him say about technologies in the future. All right. I believe in my heart Ash Mufareh is going to be one of the main reasons why new technologies are developed. And thank you, Joe, and we're going to be part of that. Understand this. If you could go back in time and you had the opportunity to jump on Facebook to be a part of a founder, or Google, or all those big names, Amazon, would you have done it? This is what this is going to be. I think it's going to be bigger, my personal opinion, and that's tough words to follow. But I see and know what this guy's doing. And those other companies did it for themselves. Sorry to say. You got a few very, very rich men who have more money than most of the world. That's not Ash Mufareh. We're going to do this. We're going to share the wealth. We're going to create happiness. We're going to create success. Ash Mufareh's words. That's it. There's nothing else to say, but this guy cares about people. He always has, and he always will. And no matter what is thrown at him, he will not let that change his path for all of us. People are going to say mean things like they always do. I told one of the negative channels, you're not telling the truth. I'd rather you make fun of me because you're good at that. Some people are just good at making fun of people. But Ash Mufareh, you're the man. You're my brother. You are all of our friends. He said it again. And I want you to understand that. This guy has climbed walls that are on fire, that have spikes in them, that have bad pokey things in them, all because of us. That's one thing I want you to always understand. It's not just for him. It's for every one of us. And there's not many people in this world that actually do that for anybody. I'm sure there's a few people we haven't met, but I guarantee you those individuals will be joining this company because they understand how much help this company, Ash Mufareh, the founders, are going to do for the world. All right, I got to get going. I got to take a shower, wake myself up some more. I love every one of you. Stay positive. Stay tuned for the next step. Papua New Guinea, love you, and I will, brother. Oh, good. Thank you, Joe. I do appreciate that. We want to get every single country that we have, which is all of them, involved. I don't care if you're one person in a country. I want to hear you speak. I don't even care what language you're talking in. But talk positive. Tell the world. Listen, if you're one person in a country that hasn't heard yet, or this company, you're a pretty lucky dude or dudette. Think about it. We have countries where there's only a few people. Imagine those few people, and they're in a country of millions, what it's going to be like for them. That's how I think. That's how I always think. Changing people's lives. If you're Ash Mufareh years ago, he was one individual. And look what he has now. He found people to change this world, which is in so need of change right now. Stay away from politics. Listen to what this company. I'll sleep for you, Chris. I will be safe. I promise you that. If I get tired, I pull over and take a quick nappy. That's all. But stay tuned, guys. You haven't really seen anything yet. You heard of a couple things. And be ready for the excitement. Be ready for the change. And I love every one of you. And happy birthday, Gilly and Hanny. Hannah, happy birthday. I forgot to do the birthdays and the prayers yesterday. I'll do them right after this if my internet's working. But have a great day, guys. Think about whatever you're doing today, his teams and Ash Mufareh are working on. He just texted me a little bit ago, so it's pretty early in the morning for him. Think about it. A guy that's going 24 hours a day for all of us. Never in my life have I had anyone do that. Only God. God watches me 24 hours a day. But Ash Mufareh, man, thank you, brother. Ajaz, I look smart, brother. Woo! Hey, listen, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I do have a system that's going to change the world. Salim, Prayful, how you doing? Kajai, I'm glad I get to talk to the other part of the world. MMSN, Bangladesh, dog, boy. I think I'm just going to delete you. You're not nice. Is Julie went on here? Burgith, how you doing? Vivina, Baliu, Abdi Alasa, what's happening? Glad that you're all on here this early. What are you doing up so early? Probably most of you got to go to work, right? Oh, I'm trying to play with my computer and look at my phone. So I don't care what you say on there, my brother. AKSHAI, you have no clue. Don't join, quit, unsubscribe to my channel. I don't want you. I don't need you. I have Ash Mufareh. I have his company, his dreams, and his vision, and I've got all these wonderful people around me. Hi, Julie. What are you still doing up? Go to bed. All right, I'm going to get going. I got a lot to do, and I might pop on. We'll see if the internet's working on the road. Thank you to all the wonderful people that I've met. Utah, Colorado. I was in Wyoming, South Dakota. Now I'm in Kansas, and I'm leaving. I thought I was going to leave yesterday, but I thought I better sleep. So I love every one of you. God bless. And I'm excited. Thank you again, Ash Mufareh, and your teams. We'll see y'all later. Let me do this quick before I do that because I always forget. I'll about little things that's coming our way. God bless you all. See you all later. I love you. Please say some prayers for me on my travels, and I'm going to pray for you right back. And if the internet works, I'm going to try to put the prayers and the birthdays up. And if I missed you yesterday, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Happy birthday belated. I got to go. I got a dog to take care of. That's what I do. Promises made, promises kept. Ash Mufareh. I love you all. God bless. Mwah. Yeehaw! Shane and Deb. I'm still loving this hat. Makes my head look a little smaller, I think. I don't know. All right, bye.